Hello from Western New York. And this one, it's been one of them days where it's been raining on and off. And, well, kind of wanted to do a little bit of work, but because it said raining on and off, wasn't able to do the work I wanted to do. But I was able to take care of a few other things, such as sort out my one tackle box, which is full of seeds that were not sorted prior to today. Now they are sorted. Anyway, something been eating on that leaf. Kind of hope the other plants I got in here will sprout up, but we'll see what happens. This year, over here, daffodils, some of them look like they're starting to open. Let's see what they look like. Most of the crocuses are done flowering, from what I can see. Hello, Paris. Of course, another thing I took care of was sorting out a big jar of loose change. Whew! That was fun! Well, this is getting green. Debating on whether or not I should cut it. Probably should. Don't see any of these things popping up yet. Who knows? Maybe they will, maybe they won't. The irises look good so far. Gonna need to do a little bit of trimming on these roses before they wake up. I kind of hope this daffodil over here does much better, because I only see one flower on it. Who knows? This bleeding heart here, which mind you is well established, is definitely coming up. You know, it's doing nice, growing. Yeah, this daffodil over here is doing pretty good. Same thing with most of these ones, you know. Got at least one that's open, more or less. One thing you need to do this fall is dig these up, spread them around. I mean, maybe put some around the tree, some more alongside the trailer, and maybe a few out back. Same thing with the other roses and tulips. They're doing pretty good. Let's look at my blueberries. I don't see any buds opening yet, although I have located some twigs that needed to be removed them. I mean, there's probably a few more. I'll need to take care of them. And hopefully most of them made it through the winter. Hopefully. Haven't gotten anything real good off of them thus far. So if that changes, you know. Especially as the years go by, you know. I mean, planting most of these started 2 years ago, last year. So when most of these were in the ground. I just throw up to there, and then for this one to about here, no, I meant here, I put in 2 years ago. And then this one. And these ones I put in last year. I got videos of that. Got these miniature roses in here. And there's another rose over in here. And there's, of course, this one over here. Don't know if there's any growth coming on. I might need to do a little bit of clipping on them. Honeyberry looks like it's doing pretty good so far. Same with this one. The Josephberries leafing out pretty nicely. Same with these gooseberries. Same with this black currant. These red currants here, which are all cuttings, mind you, they're doing pretty good. I don't know what I'm going to be doing in the future. I might have to dig them out and transplant them. I kind of have an idea on where to do that. Okay, these look like they're doing. Some of these are doing okay. You know, leafing out a little bit, but it's breaking. Same thing with this one. This one. Again, this is a bunch of cuttings. Might need to transplant them as the year go by. You know, I might do some of that later this year. This one. I hope this one makes it. Be nice to have a third poor man. We'll see what happens. You know, maybe there'll be enough warmth reflected off of the wall. This, like I said, I'm going to need to do a little bit of cutting on this. Because I got this thing that's got... Oh, let's see here. There we go. This might be able to help out with the training a little. Don't really see much going on with the grapes yet, but I think the buds are starting to swell a little, just a little. Starting to sprinkle again. This gooseberry's doing pretty good. Those little ones are doing fine. These two are doing pretty good. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with the wild grape. I mean, I am thinking about cutting it out and putting in a more a domestic variety. Been looking at a few of them. Kind of hope this comes back. Well, I guess that one wasn't going to do any good. Yeah, because if it breaks off that easily, not worth your time. These are doing pretty good. The primroses. Mother's happy with them. Thinking about doing a little bit of expanding on this garden. Gonna see about bringing it out to about, you know, like a rectangle. You know, probably put in flowers for Mother. Yeah, these are doing okay so far. Might have to do a little bit of work on them. Same with daffodils, tulips over here doing pretty good. Let's see here. Ferns over here popping up. Same with most of the perennials. Don't know what's going to be going on with that garden, but who knows. one never knows. I mean, at the moment there's just grass in it, but I guess we'll see what my neighbors put in it. I mean, I added in enough compost, manure, potting soil, and garden soil that they should at least have some decent soil at any rate for whatever it is they decide to put in. Oh, that reminds me. The fall golds, the yellows, seem to be turning green. Most of them. There might be a few that might end up having to cut out, but who knows. I'm not going to cut them this year. You know, after they made their quote unquote second crop. I'm gonna have to work on this. Probably trim these blackberries that I got. Gonna need to pull out some weeds in here. Although at the moment I think I'll just, you know, I mean, the weather's not exactly been cooperating at the moment. Let's see here. Well, the wild raspberries seem to be leafing out a little bit. It's generally a good sign. Yeah. And looks like my compost pile has been covered with grasses. Tends to happen. And well, okay, that ain't nice to find, but these are nice to find. These are sprouting up, you know. Well, I don't see any green on that yet, but ooh. These are nice. They're coming up. They're coming up. Raspberries popping up over here. Those being the Killarneys that I had transplanted over here a couple years ago. They're filling in nicely. Well, I think the elderberries might be starting over here. Little raspberry right there. Killarney's popping up. I don't know about the elderberry, but we'll see what happens. But like I said, the raspberries are doing their spread, and that's a good sign. Gonna have my work cut out for me later, but seeing your raspberry spreading is always a good sign. Unless you don't want them to spread, then it might not be a good sign. And there's another one right down here. Another one over there. And you just let these plants do what they want to do, and they'll do it. And these are doing pretty good so far. I wish the black raspberries were more into spreading, but we'll see what happens as these things spread throughout the years. And watch as the different cultivars, you know, mingle and whatnot. And generally just watch as they grow, basically. And starting to sprinkle a bit more. Over here, got some good. Should have been out here the other day. There's like a nice section of these covered. These are doing nice. Not quite sure what they are. Daffodils are coming up. Same with the irises and most everything else. Crocuses seem to have died. Well, done their thing anyways. And I also got these things. I'm not quite sure what they are. I'll have to double check what I got in here, but I got a lot of different things in here, of course. And something tells me a lot of them are going to surprise me just by, you know, the sheer amount of coloration. And I know I'm going to end up, hopefully, buying some more and placing them all around the place. You know. And of course, going to deal with the perennial weeds in the form of this right in here. I call it Chevelle. Of course, I've done some checking, and it's actually Cherelle. I believe it's Cherelle. And it's a type of herb, but well, and I believe people can use it in salads, but and who knows, maybe I'll figure out the use for it, but for now, I just mow the stuff down as best as I can. It just keeps coming back. The tulips here are doing pretty good. Same thing with the daffodils and everything else. The Cynthias are doing pretty good. I mean, I got like a purple here, a white here, and a pink here. I'll say nothing about these deeper purples. They got these tit-a-tat daffodils. They're short, but they produce a lot of flowers from one bulb. There's only one bulb here, and there's 1, 2. Look at that one. There's a lot on that one. I mean, maybe they already divided, but I don't know. And, well, I mean, that's nice to see. I mean, I know another thing I'd like to do is get out here with the lawnmower and work on this, but the weather's not exactly in my favor at the moment. Maybe tomorrow. Of course, another thing I'd like to work on is clearing up of quite a bit of garbage. I started on that yesterday. Picked up a little bit, and it's going to take some work. Of course, my brother's plan has his own idea about what to do with it. And quite frankly, I might end up having to do something along them lines. And that plan is just cover it over with dirt. Who knows, maybe I will do that. I'd hate to do that. You know? I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't mind putting the stuff on the pile that can, I mean, when they got all the, I mean, there's styrofoam and there's styrofoam under right in here. There's metal right here, metal siding. There's wood. I can utilize the wood for one way or another. There's a bit of some fencing that I took care of. Those, I mean, put it in one pile. I can deal with it, you know, at a later date. You know, and nothing else. You can see what this stuff is, a testament to how fertile this ground is, in the form of weeds just sprouting up on junk. That tells you something, that we got good soil, if nothing else. Might take a little bit of work to make it usable, but it's a testament somewhere about how this being good ground, anyway, if nothing else. So well, hopefully the weather's going to be a little bit better tomorrow and I can do some work, but we'll see what happens. Of course, my brother's kind of worried about, well, what if you get cut by something and you had to get a tetanus shot? I don't blame him on that one. We don't like getting needles in my family. We don't like seeing the doctor. So, I don't blame him there. No one in the family likes seeing the doctor. That usually means it's something serious. But, the way I figure, I mean, got plenty of junk in here. And, like I said, the way I figure, put it on a pile, that way it can be dealt with later. Or something. So what, but do with it, I don't know. I'll be honest with you about that. But, like I said, still, even the junk itself is testament to how quickly this ground works. You know, he just covers it up like it ain't even there. Well, I better get supper on the table and that sort of stuff. And then after that, I don't know. Make a plan of attack? Definitely. On the plus side, most of the junk is concentrated to just this area. Most of it. So, like I said, pick it up, move it over to there. It's more or less where we've been putting stuff at anyways, more or less. And after that, who knows? I mean, the glass over here is going to be a real trick to deal with. There's no way I'll be able to dig all that, clean all this up. I'll admit to that. But the way I figure, clean up what you can, and it'll look better for it. Well, this is Western New York. Please subscribe if you like this, post comments, click the like button. And share this with your friends, I guess. Well, that's it. See you around. Goodbye.